We're following developing news out of San Francisco right now, where sheriff's deputies say 3 men posing as Department of Government Efficiency or DOGE employees tried to get access to City Hall today.
Today, in If It Ain't the Consequences of My Own Actions news, it seems 3 MAGA moron men were emboldened by Donald Trump and Elon Musk to try cosplaying as January 6th rioters by dressing up in DOGE shirts and MAGA hats, showing up at San Francisco City Hall and demanding files. And as we'll see, the breaking story is so dumb but disturbing that the San Francisco Sheriff's Office had to put out a media statement about it. But the story here ironically starts with critics seething at the truly disheartening effect of DOGE's $900 million cut that they are calling utter vandalism. Because just yesterday, social media critics were hammering the so-called Department of Gaslighting Everyone for a recent round of cuts to nearly 100 contracts worth nearly $900 million at the Institute for Education Sciences in the Department of Education. Which, doesn't do much aside from funds research on how to improve higher education and provides publicly accessible data on post-secondary institutions. Make America idiocracy, I guess.
Since the Education Department was established in 1979, conservatives have been trying to take it down. I don't know what their beef is. The DOGE, I can't believe we're being forced to say the word DOGE, announced that the Department of Education terminated 89 contracts worth $881 million. According to the New York Times, the majority of contracts hit were for the Institute of Education Sciences portfolio, including education innovation and research grants. Many projects that lost funding included a large-scale effort to gather and analyze data on school safety, student performance, and support for disabled youth. MAGA, when you talk about school shootings and school safety, they're like, listen, guns are not the problem. School safety is the problem. If they think that school safety is what we need and they're cutting that, are they actually pro-life?
Or pro-student? I mean, the average student in 2024 was nearly half a grade level behind where they were before the pandemic in math and reading. So seems like we might need to know, how our kids are doing in terms of student performance as well.
With Stuart Buck, the executive director at Good Science Project and a senior advisor at the Social Science Research Council, taking to Elon Musk's Twitter to assess the scale of the damage, calling it penny wise but pound foolish. They have unwittingly canceled some of the best education research out there, along with major national surveys and tests that are crucial to tracking America's educational performance. Also noting that this claim that they made about why they were doing it and what they were cutting was highly misleading. Noting that many of all the contracts they terminated were already well underway, and much of the $881 million must have been already paid out and spent. This is not government reform. And MSNBC host Mehdi Hasan remarking it's utter vandalism. And all of that led to people thinking they were Donald Trump and Elon Musk's vigilantes that assumed they could just J6 the San Francisco city capitol to get information. 3 men were dressed in DOGE shirts, referring to Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, and hats with Trump's campaign slogan, Make America Great Again. Around noon yesterday, the trio entered multiple offices at City Hall, demanding that employees turn over digital information related to alleged wasteful government spending and fraud. The employees rightfully refused the requests and called the sheriff's deputies, and the men fled the building before authorities arrived. Just listen to how dumb this situation is.
The sheriff's office says 3 men were wearing MAGA hats and Department of Government Efficiency t-shirts. So they went into several offices, demanded information on alleged wasteful spending and fraud. The employees refused and called the sheriff's office, but the men fled before deputies arrived. The sheriff's office says they are reviewing surveillance video now, but they do not believe the men were able to access any information.
So yeah, hopefully that security footage turns up useful information and these MAGA morons are caught. But I want to pass the question off to you. What do you think of this? And do you expect, as I certainly do, that we will see more of these emboldened impersonators, idiots, and insurrectionists trying to pull this crap as Trump and Musk continue their efforts to gut the government? And if there are any updates to this story, I'll be sure to make another video of it. So make sure you like this one, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. Thank you all for watching and joining the resistance to stop these MAGA morons. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse, and I'll see you guys in the next one.